Model
Model
sushi.
what does it mean though?
It means cornetto in Chinese.
Is model sushi enemy? Is boys love enemy?
Okay, we're not talking about model sushi. Okay, yes, welcome everybody to another week of madness. Mark has decided to actually join us,
Don't
you know,
call me that because people are actually
and
gonna start thinking that's my name. Come on, man.
it is your name.
No, it's not.
And so, and Marceline is back 2 in a row. Hey, Marceline, out
Hello.
here. Svat isn't here because he's a wanted criminal. Dan can't make it, but hopefully he'll be back next week. But we out here, so welcome to the Double Dollar Ice Cream Club podcast, aka the anti podcast, because we don't like us either. We don't live on hills. We say it now.
No.
Say
Dies on
it.
it, right?
Yes. We
Uh,
we die on them. And we're going to be talking about Mid Horizon. I mean, Log Horizon.
What's
Clark's
wrong with you? What's
favorite,
wrong with you?
favorite, favorite anime. What's wrong with me? What's
no
wrong with you,
way.
mate? Last time we spoke, you wanted smoke. All right.
When
Think
was
I
the
don't
last time we
remember.
talked?
The mob one. Man wanted smoke with me.
Because you called it filler.
It is filler. Anyway.
What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you?
Well, where's my list? Okay. Okay, Mr. Filler. What do you think of the series?
I like it. I actually do. Coming from someone that, admittedly, I enjoyed the first half of Sword Art Online. Obviously, I didn't enjoy the second half because I'm not a psychopath, but I
Okay.
still thought that it was good. And it's that part, at least the first half, is one of my favorite. I get if that was an anime by itself, it would definitely be one of my top 5, but just because of the second half, it's not in my top 10. It
Top
used to be.
5.
Yeah,
Excuse me.
the first half was so good, but we're not talking about Sword Art Online. We're talking about
Oh,
Log
where's
Horizon
that?
here.
Oh, what a time to miss. Okay, go ahead.
Log Horizon is just Sword Art Online, but more fleshed out, like that first half. Because obviously in Sword Art Online, you couldn't play or kill and just couldn't be an overall menace, and there were actually rules. But in Log Horizon, it seems that there are quite literally no rules, besides the fact that you can't attack people it's like in the towns, but even then, it's not even that much of a rule. It's just something enforced. I feel like they talked about that at some point during the roundtable discussion. But I
So
liked
much
how
talking.
it was politics and all that. It was just like Sword Art Online, but with politics, so for smart people.
Smart All right, relax. Relax. A yawn fest. I think that's what you're trying to say, but you just said
What
it
do
in a
you
really
mean?
long way. A yawn fest. Okay, let's explain everything. And I know Svat told me this. Oh, it's for people who actually play like these types of games, so they'll appreciate that and they'll like that. But the mark of a great show is to make people who don't play these types of games and still manage to appeal to them. So I'll give Sword Art Online that.
I do
It
not
has
play.
that
I have
going for
not
it.
played a single MMO in my life. Actually, that's a
I don't
lie.
believe you.
When I was 8 years old, I played Wizard 101.
Weeb.
But that has been about 10 years, so
So you enjoyed the jargon.
I didn't understand any of it because Wizard 101 doesn't use the same terminology, and it has very little to do with this, since it's not really that player versus player based, and you're trying to compete. Since I was
Not
also
what
a
I'm
wee lad,
asking.
I was just a wee lad, so I wasn't really doing
Wee
it
lad.
competitively or anything.
Hmm. What I was doing at 8 years old, and this money, right? Get on my level.
Yeah, you're probably just moving drugs all
Shut up.
around.
Shut up. Shut up. Jargon. So that's what I'm saying. You enjoyed the jargon of them sitting at a
I
table for half an episode, chatting about who knows what in very deep detail. And I'm just
Yeah,
sitting here.
politics. You just don't understand.
I don't understand politics.
Did you like Code Geass or Death Note, or have you just
Code
not seen
Geass,
either?
Code Geass, Code. Please do not mention Code Geass on Mid Horizon in the same sentence or Death Note with this show. Please do not do that. That show did it in such a. There's a way to expound information in an interesting way, and both of those shows do it perfectly. This show just says, okay, let's draw these characters, put them in one room, and just have them talk. 15 minutes for half of the show.
But you have to admit that there were elements of this show that, like, you could get a resemblance from those. Like, when they were meeting with all the crafting guild leaders, and then when they were at the round table, and he talked come on now, and he talked about how he bought the guild building.
Wait, what? Sorry, sorry, I
See,
fell
you
asleep a
know,
little bit
I
there.
could choose to go watch the Hamlins and Daquan stream right now since the boys are back in town, but no, I'm here doing this meeting.
Wait, I don't even know what that
Clark,
sentence was.
Do
What?
you
just
not know
admit
the
it.
two
It's
goats?
trash.
The two
Just
goats?
admit it.
Two goats. Merceline's calling it trash. I didn't go that far.
Yeah.
Go that far.
It's
Merceline,
No,
not.
please.
You guys don't understand. See, I didn't like it at
no,
first
it's
Understand.
not
either,
that I don't
but
understand it.
then what
Wait,
is
it's
it?
not about understanding. No, no, no. It's not about understanding. Just like Nova fell asleep, I felt that like many times. Okay, just talking, talking, talking.
You
From
should have
episode
seen what the
one
show was
to
doing to Svat.
what? What did for him?
Man was forcing himself through it, and he was trying to find interesting things,
Same
but he
thing, same
knows.
thing, same thing happens for me. Like I was just waiting for something interesting happens. The only thing that I respect for this show is like the MC is just keep explaining the game rules, how the world's going on, the some details. That's the only thing I liked and respect about this show. Other than this, the characters are just too weak. Too weak. There is characters just being walking around wild, don't understand anything of them. Besides all the talking and everything, it's just simple rules, but they make it sound so complicated. But it's just this bullshit. Like you can put a child play this game and can understand that this game easily, but they just make it so complicated for no absolute reason. I was like every episode I'm be waiting. I'm waiting for a fight. I'm just waiting for a fight. Through 12 episodes, we only had one fight, and that fight was just a trash. Remember that fight when they were trying to like save this pink hair girl? I don't
Oh,
know, and they trouble for her. That was
Don't
oh
oh.
my
forget
god.
when they got jumped in the woods by the player killers. Don't forget about that one.
When did that happen? Is that in
I don't.
episode
Good
one?
question.
It was like somewhere near the beginning. They were all out in the
Yeah,
woods
that was
doing
episode
their
one. I,
thing.
I remember that. That was kind of episode one too. I don't know. I don't know. That was Jesus. I'm happy I'm done with the 12 episode. Like I feel like I've
Yeah, it
done
was
an
about 12 more to
achievement
go.
and and the next time I don't know. I need to push myself to finish the next 12 episodes. And you know what? You know what? I watched some reviews about it on internet because I wanted something good so badly. Like the reviews, all of them were saying that the this season 1 is so good comparing to other seasons. So
Those people are on drugs.
can you imagine how much the other seasons are bad? Just can you imagine that? If this one is considered as good, I don't. Oh, I don't know. The characters, even the draw, like that. Can you? The art style in this season is weak. So like the most of reviews I found, they were complaining that other seasons has even more poor art style. So can you imagine with me how much things will get bad?
Mm.
Yeah.
Explain, just justify it, Clark. Justify it.
One
Justify
There's a
what?
good
fight.
The
point.
Get
animation?
one good fight. One good fight. That's
There's not. See,
especially when you put the characters in a game world. Okay, I was
see,
thrilled and like I'm
all you
waiting. Like
guys are just like, oh, it's an isekai. Oh, they're in a video game world. They must fight constantly. No, you
So
have to
No, 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 no,
understand
no.
that shows can be more about just the fighting and about like learning to survive in an unnatural place. Like if you go, say you get dropped in the middle of the desert with a bunch of people, obviously in order to like maintain some type of sanity among the people or like make it so that the people don't kill each other, you have to establish rules, and that's exactly what they're doing at this first part. i'll
yeah,
admit that
but you
some of the I'll admit that some of it is pretty slow paced and that they could definitely like speed it up a bit, but I still feel that it is overall good and that you're not, at least they're giving you too much information, not too little.
mate, these people got dropped into this random world, or not random because they played the game before, but they're in this world. They're not panicking. They're like, oh, we're here now. Okay, all right, time to trying to just
Okay,
go, trying to just
but
go
there
with it.
have been
And
issues.
have been issues. Is where's the existential crisis, mate? You're
They were
stuck in a
literally
video game.
all
Wait,
fighting
wait.
each
What?
other. All
I
the
I
You
have a
players
can't
were
even
question. What
die,
happened
and
to the real
you
world?
can't even die. Who cares? Like this show is not giving me a reason to care. Like, why do I care? They're not
you
gonna tell
can't
me.
die, but other stuff does happen. I don't remember. No, they don't talk about it in the first 12.
You
But
get you get sent.
I've watched to 18 episodes and
Oh
something
my
does
God, how
happen
could
when you
you?
die. If I didn't have all this homework to do, I'd already be at the 24 by now and probably watching
Homework.
season
Oh
2.
my God. You better watch
Hey,
Mob Psycho again.
mate,
Okay, if
See,
you have
as
that time.
I
I
felt
was
as
that.
I gave Mob Psycho a chance. I'd watched it before and then I dropped it. It was because I didn't like the animation and like it was okay,
Oh
but
my
I
God.
gave it another
Wait,
chance. I didn't like the
wait.
animation, obviously. It was just something unnatural. But I feel like because
Not.
all the isekai shows that are like this have like great animation, probably since they're all newer. This one just it kind of was a throw off for the first 5 episodes, which is why I didn't like it originally. But once I got over the animation, like I did with Mob Psycho, I actually started to enjoy the show.
I don't know
anyway,
how to reply to this.
this this show has no stakes. Um, the characters are very generic. I can't get
Yeah.
attached to any of them. Um, animation is average at best. They have a lot of dialogue and a lot of information to give us, but they don't do it in interesting ways. They just tell us. It's fine if you're into that, but I like my information given to me in interesting ways, which it does not do, which is it does not do. The fact that they cannot die should be a sin TV in shows like this, but absolutely.
It's a difference. It's interesting. They're making it interesting. It's something that you're not used to.
No steaks, man. I like my steak
Okay,
juicy
what are
and
some
wet.
what are some of your favorite shows besides Dragon Ball?
Hey, let's
Because
not do this.
I can bring Dragon Ball into this if you want me to.
You can't.
Wait, wait,
Oh
wait,
yeah,
wait, wait,
actually yes
Can
you
Clark,
can.
wait, Clark.
I
Actually yes you
can.
can. Yeah.
Which
Yes you can.
stakes does
Yeah.
Dragon Ball have besides not dying?
World ending, universe ending.
Okay.
And admittedly, they have to keep raising the stakes because in Shonen they have to keep getting powerful. So they have to introduce an even more powerful villain, so the hero can get even more powerful. So the stakes get higher and higher to the point where it becomes universal, and to the point where you don't really care anymore. Yes, 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 I know.
The
Yeah,
stakes in this show are that they're trying like you're trying to get
they're even trying to
out.
leave. No, they're
They're
not.
trying to make things. Well, they don't know how long they're gonna be there for, so they're making the best of it as best they
Clowns.
can.
Wait, isn't the real
Panic.
world is over and they cannot leave this world?
We don't
No.
know that. They don't say anything about that.
No,
That's
they keep
spoiling
mentioning
things.
that no. Okay, if that was spoiled and mistaken,
Spoilers.
no, they mentioned in the episodes. They were kept saying that the outside world, the natural and the real world, is over and destroyed. So that's why the humanity who are playing this game are stuck in it.
Ready Player
Which
One
is
shit.
weird. Which is that's why I'm wondering what happened exactly to the real world.
I'll watch the rest of the episodes.
I guess they're just stuck in the world. But back to the stakes thing. This is probably an awful example to bring up, but Cowboy Bebop.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
okay.
There's no stakes
Bebop.
in that show. They're just
Oh, okay.
surviving. They're just living life.
Alright.
they're doing the
Okay.
job. They're just it's like episodic. Not all the episodes like come together fully because they're just
Yeah, but
every episode they're doing different things. Like, oh, this episode they're bringing in a criminal. This episode they're I don't
that's
know,
the
whatever that
whole
Well,
structure
point.
is.
one good thing
There's an
Exactly!
about
ov-
it.
They're
there's an
getting
overarching
the whole
theme
point.
because no, this show doesn't even have an overarching theme. People are
Guys, they're
just
trying to
doing.
Oh my
Well, they're
gosh, they're
not.
trying to
Um,
survive in the world with as little issues as possible.
Survive. They can't die.
Yeah, but they're trying to make it as least painful as possible so they don't have to deal with each other, getting in each other's way, and making life miserable with the literal slavery that was going on.
Wait, isn't the MC argument that he wanted to get that city back or peaceful again for Japanese server? Isn't that was
MC
his
doesn't even
argument?
he doesn't even deserve to be called MC because he's barely a character.
What do you mean
He's just a
barely a
plot
character? The
device.
whole show literally follows him.
It's a plot device, man. What are you talking? He's not a person. He's just an expounding machine. Like, okay, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do it this way, and this is how this happens, and do this, mate. I'm back to Bebop. Bebop had overarching themes, and the theme of it being episodic is the fact that them doing this and going on bounties is almost is a distraction from their own personal their past and their personal issues. But in the end, the actual theme at the end is that you can't run away from that. You're gonna have to carry that weight. That's the whole point, and that's what and you get seeds of that in each episode. This I don't get any seeds. I don't know
Okay,
seeds.
but with Beat Bop, you're looking at it like you're looking back at it.
Bop.
With this show, you haven't even finished it yet.
Okay. All right. No,
So
you know what? You're
they
right.
could like another issue does come up, and issues do keep coming up like in the next 6 episodes, but I don't feel like any of them, to your point, are like super big yet. I feel like there's a overarching issue that like they're eventually going to break to us at the end of like the first season or something. That's what I
Wait,
can imagine.
wait. Will be like a real villain in this show?
What?
Will be there any kind of real villains in this show?
I mean, you can imagine some people as being villains. Like,
No.
okay, I can't talk about the next 6 episodes. See, this makes it difficult. But like some of the people they just like present in an awful way to the point where like I don't know if I trust them that much. Like that one guy that runs the smaller sword guild, the with the black armor.
Right. Mm.
I don't know what his name is, but he is presented in a way that you're like, I don't fully trust that man. But they're all in like the same boat, and like you have to realize that even though they all look
Boat.
they're all different, I guess. They're all still like actual people that are all in the
They're
same
not.
situation. Nova, I'm gonna smack you.
They're not though. And they
Nova,
just
I'm
randomly
going
introduce
to
random
send
people.
you a video of me burning your book.
Where the disrespect. They just
I will
randomly
throw
introduce
your
people who's that brother and sister, that little brother and sister? Like where the hell did they come from? You know how many
Oh
times
no!
They were
Their
in the
story was
game, bro.
nice. No,
Yeah,
No, it
their
they
wasn't.
were
story was
literally
nice.
slaves, and they got pulled
Oh
out of the deck.
yes, yeah.
Slaves.
Besides, they are the two only characters that they show us for them a black flashback story in the real world. They are the only
Well,
two characters. Okay. Okay.
and
Other
all
than
I'm
Yeah.
this,
asking is where the hell did they come from? 'Cause one minute I
Like
look
where
they
down,
did not
everybody
and
come.
else came from, bro. They were all real people playing the game.
no, I look down
Yeah.
for 1 minute, then I look up. Oh, here's five new characters, and they're all friends, and they all know each other. I'm like, man, where the hell did you come
Okay,
from?
but to be fair, the way that we're coming into this story is after these people have already met each other in the game, so there's already pre-existing connections between the people.
Yeah.
You can't just say, who are these people? They have nothing to do with the story. Well, obviously
They
they
didn't say.
know them,
I
and
don't know where they came from. I just don't. I just want to
they
know where the
came
hell
from
you
the
came
game,
from.
bro.
You
What
came from
else?
thin air.
They're walking around the city. I don't know what you want.
Well, the
There's like
MC was
how many
already
people
know
are there?
them. He played
There's
with
like
them before,
yeah, exactly. There's like 30,000
and
people in
he
that
found
city.
them.
You
Yeah,
expect to know
and
everybody?
he found them in his friend list. That's why remembered them. He was checking his friend list, so he found their names, and they randomly saw them in the city. They were drugged by a villain, some bad guys, so he was guessing that they are being slayed, something and he was feeling guilty. So he was sure to save them.
Well, this show's a harem, right?
What?
Oh,
How is it a harem?
that's what Svat said, and
This was see when I was thinking about this the other day. I was trying to think of what are the differences between this and Sword Art Online. One of the main differences that I decided on was that this show isn't a harem.
but would it be better if it was?
No, because that's
I
not what the
disagree.
it. What is wrong with you?
I
There's
disagree.
there's
Wait.
there's three
There
or
is some
four people.
fairy. There is a fairy girl in the show.
There's
There is a
there's a lot of
yeah.
female characters in the show, but there's arguably more male characters, I feel, and the only
Really?
and it's not really a harem because only one of the female characters likes the main character. Marielle, her like assistant Henrietta, and that red-haired girl that they saved from the other city,
Yeah.
all of them are doing their own thing and are not like trying to get with the main character. And even then, the main cast I feel that you would consider would be the main character, obviously, Ninja Girl, the Guardian, and then the cat guy. All four, and that's three of four being guys. So I would hardly consider it to be a harem.
I disagree. I'm just saying, okay, I'm not saying it necessarily is a harem or harem, whatever. I'm just saying, like, make things more interesting for me as watching it. I think if I look at it from the view of a harem and try to find as many pieces to connect this, I think it would be more interesting for me to watch. No,
The thing with harems though, like traditionally, the girls have so much screen time and like a lot of the time it'll focus on their like personal things and go away from the main character. But the only person I guess that if you were to consider it a harem, sure, they gave Marielle some screen time and Henrietta like when they were talking to the head of the crafting guilds, but that was all part of like the plan and besides that they don't get much besides later episodes where there's training camp and all that, but they're not even the main focus. And the ninja girl, Akatsuki, she does not get any, or she gets little, if any, like screen time by herself. It's always where Shira, the main character, is on screen. Or like another character. She's never doing things on her own necessarily.
getting a script. Oh, hey!
Oh, wait,
You
are you?
doing it? I barred you from here. I barred you from this
That
meeting. How did you
please
get
help
in?
me. Please help me.
I
I was
have
just saying,
to.
okay,
I'm
go on.
having to do
Oh, this is why.
a factory reset. Hello,
Oh,
on
right.
Xbox, so that's why I'm in the living room anyway.
Hey, look, I was just explaining to Mark over here how this show is
Stop
secretly a
calling me
harem,
that.
and he's calling me an idiot. So
Okay,
I don't
you
appreciate his
already know my
language.
opinion on this, but it's come on, man. There's no romance. It would be better if it was a harem, but
Exactly!
it's not.
There's hardly any romance, and if at all, it's just between Akatsuki and Shiro, and that doesn't show
Oh,
most episodes.
no,
Yeah,
but did you hear what he said? He said it would be better if it was. You're saying it wouldn't be.
It wouldn't be because the show is meant to be intellectual, which is
It's
why
not
I
uh,
see that you
intellect.
don't like it.
all right,
Wait,
right.
you should.
I'll rephrase. It wouldn't be better. It would be more entertaining for me because there
Yeah,
would be
it'd
like at
definitely be
least
more entertaining, but I
yeah.
don't feel like the main part of this show is to like be a rom-com. I feel like the main
No
part of this is to
truth.
be like establishing a government and like working out the problems of it in a new area. Like, what's that one? I don't know what the experiment's called, but where you get a bunch. It's the Lord of the Flies book is basically what it is, where it's
Yeah, yeah.
just you have to put a bunch of people out there and see if human nature takes over and they decide to make like a government or a governing force to keep laws and prevent people from doing stuff they shouldn't.
Hey, this is not justifying the fact that the show is boring. The characters aren't the characters are barely characters. There's no stakes whatsoever. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Explain your Cowboy Bebop theory and how
We are going in
to
circles.
oh no, because Fat wasn't here, so just go ahead and tell him what you
Wait,
told
wait.
me.
Can we
This guy,
know
no,
Sivat's
no.
opinion about the show?
Oh my.
Wait, let's just hear Sivat's
Oh,
opinion in
fine,
the
go
show.
ahead.
Yeah, let's hear what Svat has to say first.
Okay, my opinion is that it is mid-horizon.
What is
It's-
wrong with you guys?
It's like I don't know. I just don't find it entertaining. Like it's so slow. I like the characters. I just I don't feel any connection to the characters after 12 episodes, and yeah, nothing really happens. But I'm just like I get its niche. It's trying to be like a somewhat realistic isekai or whatever, where they go in and they form they try and form a government and try and like kind of like interact with the people of the land, the NPCs. I like the fact that the NPCs are real people. That's cool.
Yeah, good change.
That is a nice addition. But yeah, it's mostly just I don't really engage with the characters or the plot so far. I was expecting more to happen in the first 12 episodes, but it seems to be super slow. I knew it was going to be slow, but I didn't think it would be this slow. Where it's like you have episodes where they're negotiating and talking about having like a round table. Just yeah, and also I'm not a MOBA player. Well, not
Dang.
MOBA. It's not MOBA. Like WoW, right? Where you have like a and like I don't know if it's not an open world RPG. It's like I don't remember the genre of game it is. Let me double check. But yeah, I don't like I don't play WoW, so I can't really relate to that aspect of it, which I think is what it's trying to do by spending so much time explaining the guilds and the power system and all this stuff.
So you on first. Well, Merceline said it was trash, and Clark enjoys it, and he also put Sword Art Online in his top 5. So we have to
No,
also
no,
consider
don't
that.
take what I said out of context. See, this
Okay.
is the issue. The first half of
Okay.
Sword Art Online would be top 5, but instead the second half of it ruins this show, and it's not even top 10.
I mean, he's right in that the first half is a lot better than the second half. That's kind of like the main issue that people have.
5.
Is the second half is just trash. Yeah, MMORPG. This is what I mean. It's supposed to be like a kind of like a more realistic isekai MMORPG type setting. But yeah, it's just, if the characters are good, I would like it a lot more. But I don't. Yeah, I don't feel the the connection to the characters as of yet, or the world really. I guess.
Yeah, a very drab world for an MMO. So where's the colors? Where's the colorful characters?
But it does do
Maybe
one
they
thing, right?
explain.
Which you have to agree in that. I think you like this sort of thing of subverting expectations. So you go into it thinking it's an isekai where the MC is going to be super OP and he just destroys everything like Sword Art Online, that type shit. But then this one is one that takes it slow, that builds the world, that tries to create like a more realistic I guess view of what like starting off in this kind of game would be like, even with the respawns and stuff. Like the fact that you can respawn is realistic in terms of this, that it's a game setting, but it kind of removes the stakes from it, which is the downside.
Completely removes the stakes. Completely. I was even explaining the fact that and once again, they're not even. There doesn't seem to be much anxiety over the fact that they're stuck in this world, not really questioning it, and they can't die. And yeah, it seems to be relying very heavily on the fact that it's just a video game. But we're stuck in it, but you might as well just if you're gonna do this, like, okay, why add the element of them being stuck in a game? Why not just show them in the real world and then them just playing the game?
Well,
And it's just like
you can't get the same effect as like you can't create a civilization in real life
civilization
in a place that already exists.
No, I'm saying that they put on their headsets and they go into the game, but just so immersed in the game. It's just like, okay, they just have normal lives, but they're just really immersed in the game. That way, It's just like, what's the point of them being stuck in the game? There's no
Isn't that?
stakes, there's no consequences. It's just like,
Are,
okay, we're just
are
gonna.
you Loki kind of explaining like some of the plot of a serial experiment where
Yes.
she gets she just basically more or less becomes in that, or she creates herself in
Yeah.
that world.
Yeah,
Um,
just rip off Serious Experiments Lane, just like the
Don't
gang
bring that
sucked into the
awful
game.
show into this, please.
All right,
oh,
all
come on now.
right, all
Okay,
right.
let's not
I
disrespect the
don't
classic and
All
care
compare it
if
to
it's
Log
right.
a
Horizon.
classic. I do not care if it's a
Yeah.
classic. Serial
Yeah.
Experiments Lane was boring, and I struggled to finish
Well,
it.
Oh
more
my
things happened in episode
god.
1 of that than it does in the first 12 episodes of this. They don't, it's like, yes.
This is an intellectual show.
I mean,
Is it?
perhaps, but it's like, but the thing is, it doesn't even try to do the Death Note thing where the MC is is narrating all his actions and is going into super depth, being like an intellectual or pseudo intellectual. It doesn't even do that. It just makes the main character smart, and it makes the main character smarter than everyone else.
Okay, well, at least all the characters aren't static and they're dynamic.
Well, hey, oh,
I mean,
yeah.
it's hard to tell. Like we'll see after the first season. Though you get more of an indicator of like if the
I don't know anybody's names.
well, I know
I don't know a
Shiro.
single person's name.
Yeah, Shiro,
yeah.
Akatsuki, Marielle, Henrietta, Nyanta.
Okay, all right, mate. All right, we know you love the show. Okay, I respect it.
Just pay
Respect
attention
it.
to the show more, maybe you'll enjoy it.
No, you actually can't. Give me a reason to pay attention, bro. Because this is what I'm thinking. All right, look. Okay, here's me thinking. Okay, maybe maybe I was just a bit too stressed at work. Maybe I'm struggling to concentrate on anime. Maybe that's just it. Maybe that's why I can't get really sucked into this show. But then Swat puts on Tokyo Revengers. And then I'm just like, no, I'm super in after one episode. So I'm like, okay, that wasn't it. It's just the fact that the show is boring and it does not
Hey, maybe it's
speak to
because
me.
the show is incredibly different from like other
I like
shows,
different.
especially other isekai though. But like it's just so out there because all isekai involve
not.
like a lot of fighting, and here we are in this situation where there's been minimal fighting, and like in the next 6 episodes it starts to ramp up a bit, but still it's minimal fighting compared to any other isekai.
Mid fighting too, according to Marceline.
Hmm.
Exactly. Look, man. All right. All right.
Wait,
Let's move
one or
on.
two fighting, that's not a mid fighting. That's no fighting. No fighting at all. One or two fighting, so they were both too shit.
Later on, they do
Oh.
more fighting, but I feel like the fighting is less about like the animation and more about what it does for the characters. And like it's more intentional for plot than it is for like making it look good.
Yeah, because they have like all of them.
They had so much time to
explain the
tell the
moves.
plot, but they
It's
just
just-
keep going. They just keep going,
Yeah,
talking.
they're more focused on the power systems, which usually I should love, but it's just like the way you do it. I think a show like this could be done in such a great way for not just MMO
Yeah, me
players,
too.
but
I
for
thought so.
everybody. But I just feel like they just do it in the most mundane and boring way possible. It's just like
Yeah.
let's just put them in a room and just explain everything, or put them next to a tree and explain everything. Put them in a
There's a lot
cave
of
and
explaining.
explain everything. I'm
I
like,
do agree.
come
There's a lot of explaining. Yeah. I don't think it does it like. Yeah, my trouble is, I don't really engage with the characters. That's what, like, usually this kind
Well,
of,
usually
interesting.
it's only one character who's the MC. He's always the one who explains things. Even if something that the other characters do, he explains it for them. Which I
But keep in
kindly
mind, there's,
respect him for that.
yeah,
Which kid?
but like, there's a lot of explaining in anime in general. No matter
Mhm.
like, there's always one guy in the
Initial D.
background that's like, initial D, like sports anime, just tons and tons of it. Shonen sometimes, Hunter x Hunter, that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah. like in Hunter x Hunter, like there is someone who, like, voice actor who's tell the story is not one of the characters. It's rarely when one of the characters who explain the things. That's the cool thing about Hunter x Hunter. If they did in this show, I think it will work so much better.
Maybe a narrator,
Mm.
but narrator can be corny. Keep in mind if it's
Very
done wrong, and
yes,
it's
very
very.
a divisive narrator. The very mixed reviews on that narrator and that Chimera arc and arc. Sake. I remember seeing those comment sections. Man, why won't this guy shut up?
Because this camera arm is so long that you hear him for so long. It's like
Yeah.
50%, and Marvel is so slow. So you just get annoyed at the narrator indirectly in this part.
Yeah, but anyway. Okay, Clark. What are some of your best moments? Shower with praise. Only 12 episodes, even though I know you watched ahead, but try to stick within 12, please.
Um, that's a good one. I feel like just because of the show, I feel like one of the best moments is when he first like established the round table and just that whole scene there of him like I guess outmaneuvering everybody else to get them to stay in there, whether it be forceful or not. So I feel like that worked well, and just like the amount of thought that it showed that he put into it, and then that was kind of like that gave us a jumping off point for what we can expect for the next few episodes, what to involve.
Fair enough. I mean, that one tactic that he did do I've even forgotten it now. One thing that I was going to give him praise for. What was that thing that he did? He bought something.
In the
Like he
round
bought.
table.
He bought the
Yeah,
goat.
he bought the
Yeah, that was badass. I mean, we got there in a very boring way, but I do like tactics, so yeah, I'll give him that. Do we have any more best moments?
I like when they're like they say, what is it? So they have to travel to the other side of the country / world. And then it's gonna take like 50 days to do it if we walk or whatever. And then they're like, psych, let me just travel on these dragons. It's like, that makes sense. I was gonna say, is this gonna be a road trip? Because for a second I thought it was gonna be a road trip show where they're like walking around and they meet different characters.
Like Chef.
Yeah, like Chef or FMA.
Or Dora or you guys probably haven't seen that. That's a good show.
Dora.
Doro.
Yeah,
I've seen that.
I've seen some of it.
Show that starts off really good and then gets progressively worse. Yeah.
I feel that kind of. I gave it an 8 though. I liked it.
Oh no, that fall off was a little
But
steep.
you gave it a 7 though, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. The fall off was steep. It was steep. It was like in 8.5 territory, but we ain't talking about that. Marceline, do you have any best moments?
Not really. Maybe when the cat guys start cooking real delicious meals, and they really get surprised by it.
Cat guy's so annoying, man. Oh,
What?
it's just bro.
He's awesome.
No, he's not, man. He's so annoying.
Oh
He's too cheerful. He's just too cheerful, man. I don't trust him. I
Are you just
don't
hating on
trust
I
happy
don't either.
people? Do you just see
Maybe-
happy people
no.
and just
Oh
immediately
my
feel
god,
worse
don't
about
respect
yourself?
the cat is. He seems like he was a friend with the MC before. Just like the other
but
two
he's
kids.
like- But it's like he's trying to, I don't know. I don't trust him. And
Relax. He's calm.
He was in the same club with him. They were like friends.
So you can be like, I can see that they're friends. Okay, it doesn't excuse his behavior. Saying yeah every sentence is great thing.
Well, the same thing with the ninja girl. She used to play with MC before too, but now she really respects him that she call him sir. Yeah, why don't you suspicious her?
But she
Jesus.
Come
has a,
on.
but she doesn't just. The thing is, right? She admits that he is like her, her senpai. So she's like, his ninja, right? He's the leader of the guild. The other guy, he's I don't, like, they introduce him as he's on the same level as Shura. Like, they were in
He
this,
is.
yeah. So, well, I don't mean like in like actual level. They're probably the exact same level as all, like level 80 or whatever it is.
Well, yeah, but I also feel like the other guy, the Guardian, he's also on like the same skill level as they are since they were all in that Tea Party group.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. He's too happy for my liking.
Are you the type of person that goes on Twitter, sees happy couples, and then block them?
Yes, I'm like,
Yes.
Oh,
what? Don't post that shit on the internet. I want negativity.
Yeah,
No,
I
but
can
I
tell.
I
second
like.
this.
Well, I also like. I like my characters to be nuanced, and this guy hasn't shown that he's like it's either he's at least I want him to be plotting or something like that. Otherwise he's just there to kind of like appease the furries maybe. I don't know.
That dude is in his
oh
40s.
my
Like,
god.
he has his life. He knows what he wants with life, and he is just floating through it
Yeah.
without a care in the
Maybe.
world. When I grow up, I strive to be like him.
Well,
Oh,
yeah. Well,
God. A cat? A talking cat?
Okay, obviously there are
furries
some
are
aspects of him that I do not strive to be, but
Hmm.
I mean, just get yourself a cat suit and then go to
Why would
a
I do
culinary
that?
school, and then there you go. You're basically that, and carry around one of those pointy swords. What is it called?
Yeah.
Like a fencing sword. There you go.
Ah, yes.
He's
See?
a guy
Yeah.
who ends his every sentences he says with meow.
Yeah,
What kind of suspicious this dude?
exactly. This is, and as Clark said, this is a grown man in his in his 40s who has his life together, but is still doing this. I'm not gonna shame him,
Cute. That's
for
a
doing it,
cute.
but as a watcher, it's cute the first
Oh,
like
by the
couple
way,
times.
there is a young kid. I get the pink hair girl. Is she a kid or grown up? What she is? She had a huge crush
Knows.
on him.
No, the pink haired girl is like what? The one that has like a brother.
No, no, no. The one who went. The three main characters went to save.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
huh.
when.
I don't know
Yeah,
actually. She could just be a lolly.
I don't know.
Oh, fuck's sake. Fuck's sake.
She even wanted to
Oh.
be his wife.
But you can't
That's
trust
the
anime,
weirdest
okay?
thing.
Don't
That-
ever assume ages in anime. You just like it's just not.
Very
It's just not
dangerous
something you
game.
should. Yeah,
Very
she
dangerous.
could be 1,000 years old for all we know, or she could be 6. You
yeah,
just won't know unless they
that's
say
that's
so.
what I'm trying to understand. How
He
old she
is
is.
an elementary school person or middle schooler.
Yeah,
What?
They
The the
Maybe.
big.
they do talk about that. I'm pretty sure in the first 12 episodes.
The first episode they talk about the ninja girl, and turns
Well,
out
I'm
that
talking about the
she's
first
old
12
enough.
Yeah,
Old enough.
but
Hell does that
that
mean?
red hair.
What?
okay,
It
let's not do
means she's
this.
in the
For the
university. It means that
FBI, jumping through the window.
Yeah, please. I want to hear
Not
the
today.
music.
because there is a grown woman in love with the ninja girl. Okay, but thankfully the ninja girl is grown up enough.
Okay, well,
Anyway.
I think she just likes her because like it's like when I guess babies have dolls that they play dress up with. It's like that.
Okay.
I don't know. They keep showing it. They keep just showing that in the weird way. That's
Mind out of the
especially.
gutter, Marceline.
Yeah, this is just wholesome. Like she wants to input her fashion style onto the ninja. Anyway,
Man, what the hell is
Nothing.
this, Marceline? What the-
Why did you send that? Why?
oh no, oh no.
She's
Why?
like she's the same age as the brother and sister.
Oh, bro.
Oh, well, where's the award for Marceline?
Hey,
Yeah.
Mr. Nova
Give her the
or
Self
was
award.
was suggesting that part of the harem was the sister in his like this show's harem theory. So
Wait,
Yes.
what? I get it. It's the
What?
girl who should get it, not me, Nova. Don't
No.
mistake me with her.
You guys.
I justified it by saying it's a crush. I didn't say the feelings were reciprocated. This picture insinuates the feelings are reciprocal.
Well,
I just found it on internet.
it could be that she fell and he's like making sure she doesn't fall to the ground, you know?
Mm.
You're right.
Oh, nasty. Anyway, worst moments.
The whole show so far.
Come on now. Come on now.
Yeah, pretty much everything that we just mentioned, the monotonous or the lack of creativity when it comes to explaining the power systems and the world. The world itself is kind of drab and boring.
Okay,
Show
but
like this.
how have they explained the power systems?
What do you mean? How
Like,
they
I feel
explained
like
it?
all they've done is just mention the level and like that there is combat. They haven't explained it at all. It's just more up to.
I mean, they were saying about how like they have like different classes, and within those classes you have different like types that you can be like a chef or a swashbuckler, whatever, like that kind of stuff. And then they've also had it in a battle where they've said, "I'm doing this move. This is why I'm doing this move. This is how it works." So like
And the
there
chef,
is,
the important kind.
yeah,
Go on.
there is like, I guess like the battle explanations are fine because you need to explain the power system.
They talked
But
about the food menu way more, I feel.
the food menu as well, yeah. But the food part is like they have like a whole mini arc on it where he used that as a way to gain a lot of money, which then sets up the whole round table, and then which leads to them forming a government, etc.
And Nova, I just thought of one more thing about how you were saying earlier that the show has no stakes. I feel like it's
There are
somewhat
none.
it's intentional though, because we're in somewhat of a similar situation to like the characters of the show, to the point where we don't know what the end is. We have no idea, and we're figuring out as we go along with the main character.
Okay. How does that
Like,
make for interesting TV?
It's literally meant to be like that. It keeps you. It
So
keeps
uninteresting.
people that have mental capacity. It keeps them entertained to see where it ends up going.
What? So why not
There's
just
one
make a
thing.
TV show about real life, and just why don't we just record Svat's life until he until his old age, or when he
That's
You know what?
fucking
That's called.
lights. It's like
That's
keeping up with the
reality
Kardashians.
TV.
Yeah.
People, a lot
Yeah.
of people watch reality TV.
But they love that shit, yeah.
Yeah,
And
people eat that up.
And so I'd much rather watch Svat's life, which I do sometimes. I get glimpses.
You're from the UK. You guys have all those TV shows about the royal family who
They're
literally
all
do
awful.
nothing.
Oh, we don't have TV shows about the royal family. Like they're in the new. They're not TV shows. Come on now. Even the British public know that they're not interesting enough to have a TV show about. But they are mentioned a lot in the papers. It's for the
Plus-
public we're actually interested in.
Plus, reality TV isn't really reality TV. It's scripted. There's still scripted segments in there.
Well, there's actual reality TV, and then there's like the super commercial reality TV, which is actually it's like Love Island, right? In the UK, it's definitely like half scripted, half reality.
I'm just trying to work out how Clark's relating this to modern day life makes the show any more interesting. If anything, makes it less interesting. So the fact that there are no stakes, and plus I think there's more stakes in real life than there is in this show.
It's hard to tell
Camel.
because you don't actually know if their world is going to because in theory they could just be in purgatory and it just never ends. They can never die, and they just keep
Yeah.
respawning.
But yeah, and in real life, we can die. If somebody slashes us with a sword, we're gonna die and we'll never come back. You get to come back.
I mean, in theory, yes, but we could. Like, what if you just come back? You're like, fuck, I'm a ghost now or something. But you don't actually know. Like, there's no proof that that we just die. That's it. We might even respawn. There's nothing to suggest. That
Spawn in a different country or something. Just like, oh, okay.
yeah, or spawn in like the year 1565 or whatever, as
Hmm.
like a boy from Romania. I don't know.
Boy from Romania. You're not too far from that.
No, well, hey, excuse me. That's one that Romania is very far south.
Wait. I have an argument about this show that none of the characters are freaking out about they being stuck in the game.
That's what never
Only
said
the
it.
That's
little
what I
girl.
said.
Only
Yeah,
the
he said-
little girl.
That's what I said.
The others are just too cool, too fine with it. They just start dealing with this show, with the world. That's it.
They're
Like,
all probably people that are in real life neats and don't leave their house ever. And all they do all day is play video games and eat food.
no, because there's
that's actually-
thousands
that's
of them
actually-
who get stuck.
Yeah, but we
Okay,
don't see
at
those
least
characters.
the main
Yeah.
character, I feel, is hardly goes outside besides
Well,
college
yeah,
and stuff.
I think so because he explained at some points of the show that he was feeling good when he was playing this game, especially because he was feeling appreciated because he knows so much about the game. So it wasn't that hard for him to like stuck in it. But it's still like when you think of it, when you stuck in real, like for real, aren't you at least just a freak out for a bit?
I mean, you have to remember they do love the game, and they played it for countless hours, and they still play it. So it's not
Yeah, if you're level 90, then you do not have a life outside of the game. Let's be real.
You a hater. You a hater for real.
Well-
How am I a hater? How am I?
Bruh.
Actually,
Remember,
no, because they said that the game had been out for like 20 years, so that's
Exactly.
No, but if he's playing an MMORPG, right, and he's the highest level on the top guild, he's definitely doing this like it is a full-time job, right? Like, I'm sure
Well,
that
he
whoever
said that
plays
he
well,
wasn't
right?
in a guild.
Oh wait, like he left it, but he used to be in a guild. Like,
Well, it was the tea party. It wasn't a guild.
Yeah.
It was a party.
Right.
Yeah, okay, or
Come on
whatever.
now,
Like, he
come
used to
on
be in
now.
a group. Used to be in a group, okay? He used to play with people, and he's a very
Stop
high
taking
level.
Stop taking this man's accomplishment away from him. Svat, you remember Modern Warfare 2 when the first time you prestiged, right? And the
Yes.
amount of pride you had. Pretty
But
much almost through your party. I was like, oh yeah.
I mean, the first prestige. I mean, yes, if I got to 10, that would have been a bit better. But on that end, yeah, no, I do think that he probably plays the game like a full-time job. No disrespect intended. Maybe he even earns money from it. Maybe he's a streamer.
Oh, no.
real life.
I remember now that he said that he was a college guy and he was doing in college that he's studying the structure of the games. So he's kind of a programmer or something like that. Oh shit, programming doesn't make him sound better. But still,
Okay, you just
he
proving our point.
has a life.
Thank you very much.
He's in grad school playing video games while having a major involving computers.
Yes.
This guy does not see the sunlight on the daily basis.
Anyway,
Yogi, it's
any
sounding a
noteworthy?
bit awkward. Is there something you want to tell us?
Maybe.
Uh-huh.
No, yet.
Uh-huh.
We'll have to see where the month takes me. Anyway,
Hopefully outside.
any noteworthy? Any noteworthy themes? And emphasis on noteworthy.
Human nature.
Okay, all right. What's the
I
next
guess,
question?
yeah, human nature. The main character being very, very smart and smarter than everyone else.
Noteworthy. That's a noteworthy theme.
No, I mean, like, there is one in terms of like color. I don't know, like a collaboration, because you have to collaborate with the
Another
NPCs.
noteworthy one.
That's what-
You can be friends with anybody.
I mean, yeah.
The power of friendship. I've
The
never seen
power
that
of
in
friendship.
anime ever. Wow.
Overall, such a hater. So much hate in your heart, guys.
Wow.
There's still another 12 episodes left.
Good luck with that. Okay, you know what? I'm sorry to the person. I respect animation too much to hate this much. Shout out to the mangaka who created the original story for this. I'm pretty sure you worked very hard, and
I don't think
you
it's
know,
manga.
is it not?
It's it's light novel, I guess.
Okay,
Yeah,
whatever. Yeah, the author of this, I'm pretty sure you worked very hard and you're very proud that they became successful and got turned into a TV show. I aspire to reach that level. I aspire to get a TV show of my own. So I respect all creators who get to this level, even if I may not like their work in particular. Yeah, I am just one person. I have not reached your level, so I take my opinion with a pinch of salt
wait.
because you're much
I
more
know.
successful than I am. So yeah, just some dude. So.
Wait. No, no. Okay, so this might sound mean, so mean actually, but like
Been
when I
mean
was
all
watching it,
episode.
mean about the show because while I was watching it, I was like, this is so bad. Who was ever accepting to work on it? Who was accept gonna make
Come
it?
on now. People had to put effort into this.
I don't actually think the actual manga is. I don't
No,
think it's bad. I
no,
just think it's mid.
no.
Aw. I mean, I could see the potential, and I could see why somebody would want to work on
As
this,
you
especially
said,
if you're,
yeah, there's a potential.
especially
Like,
if you're an animator, and it's kind of hard to find animation work out here. So even if you are, if you're an animator, if you know that's your livelihood, like sometimes you can't pick and choose which projects you actually want to work on. You kind of just have to take the paycheck.
yeah,
So not
I
everybody can
know.
work on a masterpiece, unfortunately.
Mm,
So shout out to the
when I was
animators.
watching it, so I was just feeling sorry for them. That's
Wait, no. The ones you should have been feeling sorry for are the Dragon Ball Super ones when the
oh
animation was
yeah.
god awful.
Or
Yeah,
just
you
Dragon
should.
Mhm.
Ball
Or
fans
One
in
Piece.
general.
Are you hating on Dragon Ball again?
I'm just saying Dragon Ball fans need some support in their lives.
Yes, please. Yes, please. But shout out to Toei Animation. Shout out to Kira Toriyama. You're my
They are not
favorites.
gonna boost this podcast. No matter
Just
how
in case
much
they
you thank
watch it.
them,
N
they are
look, bro.
not
Look,
gonna watch this or boost this.
I don't wanna fuck up my possible Dragon Ball collaboration in the future if I somehow get a TV show made and they want to collab or something. So I'm trying to
I
not
have. Tr-
mess up my it's industry politics, Clark. You know how the internet is. People go back and they try. Oh, remember that one time back when nobody knew Nova, and you just started dissing Kira Toriyama, and then I get my Dragon Ball sponsorship taken away, and then Funimation start beefing me and say, "Oh, exposed! Oh, we're canceling him. He hated on it." I know how the internet works, mate.
Nova the Megalol.
So yes, I love you, Toei Animation and Kira Toriyama. The Dragon Ball Z is my favorite anime of all time. So yes, thank you. All right.
and we have Dragon Ball merch, so we have supported you in the past. So you know.
Yes. That's yes. So we love you. Thank you. Um, art style. What did we think of the art style and the animation?
It's I've seen better for shows like this, but this show is relatively old, I feel. By old I mean like at least
It's
I'd say around
2013.
okay, so around 10 years, so a little less, so 8 years.
Yeah, around yeah.
By the
Around the
way,
year
by the
Clark
way,
was born. Yes.
all the review videos I was seeing, they were just saying this enemy. The first time was released, this was a big hit. I don't know what was happening before 10 years, kind of
There wasn't that many
before.
isekai back then in the first place. Around that time, keep in mind. And also, it's one that diverts from like the usual tropes of like of overpowered main characters.
Mm.
The main
I have a
character is
harem.
not overpowered.
No, not in
It
this
is a
one.
harem.
I mean, he's just smart.
Yeah.
But that's what I mean is that it's not. He's not like he's not the most powerful character in the universe. He just uses his like intellect and knowledge of the world.
Wait. This show was released the same year that Attack on Titan season 1 was released. How could this show be in be a big hit back then. The standards should be been good back then. So how could this be a good hit, big hit?
I mean, I don't think it was a big hit. I think it's reasonably popular, but I don't think it's like on the level of Attack on Titan in terms of popularity.
It's got a niche. Like this is like there's
No,
not that many.
no,
That have, that's why.
no. They said like I swear every review video I watching, they were saying this was so popular that much they did a second and third season for it so quickly. Can you imagine? Just
Uh,
can you imagine?
eh.
That's
Sorry,
that's why
you're-
I was
uh,
just mistaking myself when
you're
I
hating on it
felt
like
like
it's the worst show in the world, and there are much worse
I
shows than
just
this.
back. I
There's a lot.
know. I know,
Eden
but
of
it's just
Beast is
like
one of them. Not much worse, but it's definitely like I would prefer to watch this over Eden of
what?
Beast.
Wait, what?
Definitely.
Rent free,
Easily.
in your head,
No,
rent free.
no, really,
Yes.
no,
They're both sixes.
no,
They're both 6.0 out of 10. But I would rather watch this because
no,
at least this has potential to
Oh,
be better.
bro.
I know Eden of Beast has 10 episodes and 2
Oh,
movies.
no, no, really. Eden of the East, at least was, which you just want to understand what happens to the MC.
Oh,
This one, it just, yeah,
I could like I mean, in the sense that like what happens if he runs out of money, maybe and all that shit. But like I'm not intrigued enough after season 1 to really care. And in the same way, I'm not intrigued enough, for this show after 12 episodes to really, to watch season 2 at this point, or even the next 12 episodes. It's on the same level. It's basically like, uninteresting characters and a plot which kind of like has a good start to it, but then doesn't go anywhere within the first 12 or the first season in Eden's case. It's kind of
no.
like
They show,
very
they
much on
show
the same
make
level.
Eden of the East sound so much good. Hell, even Penguin
What?
Drums. Yes, I like how Clark
Oh,
just out of nowhere. What?
Don't you dare say that this show is worse than Eden of the East.
Yes, it is. It's
wow.
even worse than Penguin Drum. Hell,
But
it
you gave
might
Paper
be
Drama
even
7
worse
though. Keep in mind.
for the last, for the last episodes only. It
Famous. Let's
might
give a
even
7
be,
though.
yeah.
don't.
I usually don't make my judgments till the end, only till the end. But this one really get me mad. It actually made me feel mad.
You haven't seen the end yet, so you have to reserve your judgment for this one as well, unless you've seen all
Yeah,
24
yeah.
episodes.
I don't want any end.
No,
I'm
no,
just
no,
still
no. To be
mad.
fair, to be fair, Muslim, I want to be on your side, but yeah, you've done too
Use
many.
the argument
Too,
for,
you've done too many switch ups for me. Sometimes I feel you're going in one direction, then the show ends, and you're like, oh no,
It's
it's a
not gonna end
masterpiece.
with Lock Horizon 7 out of 10. Next
Oh.
meeting from Vaseline. I can see it already. I like the end 7 out of 10. And I know for will be disgusted. He also give
No.
it a 7 out
So
of 10,
far,
but he'll be
so
disgusted.
far is nothing more than 3 for me. So far.
Oh,
So far.
That's,
Okay, I don't
that's
know.
harsh. That's harsh. Like, if 5's average. Based off what you said, I
No.
would not say that you should give it anything less than a 4.
4. No, if the next episodes will get better, I'll give it 4.
I give it a 7.
Okay, let's say that the last 12 episodes are the best 12 episodes of an anime you've ever watched. Are you still only gonna give it a 4 because of the first 12?
No, come on. Come on, I'm rational
That's only
person,
a 10.
okay?
I don't believe
Yeah,
a thing
that will.
Muslim thing.
Come on, Penguin Drum just kept, like, I don't know, maybe less than 5 for 24 episodes.
Muslim, you're banned from speaking on Penguin Drum ever. Sorry.
I watched Penguin Drum
Oh,
the
you-
first 12 episodes, and then it got to the point where I just forgot to keep watching it because it was so forgettable.
No. Come on, Penguin Drum.
What
It's
was
not
going
so
on at
bad
the
comparing
halfway
to this
point?
one. Really? Oh, I remember what happened the first, like at the first part of the Penguin Drum. That was when the girl was too obsessed about the older brother,
Yeah,
and she
with the
was really
stalker,
a
with
real
the
That was
stalker,
stalker.
weird.
Yeah,
also
the
the
That
stalker
stalker.
was
girl.
weird.
Yeah, because it was weird. It
Oh,
stayed stuck in your
I forgot.
mind.
This show is
You
literally a
forgot
fever
about that.
dream where I don't remember anything from the show, and you'll just throw out random words, and I'll be like, "That I guess that makes sense."
Please stop talking about Penguin Drum.
Yeah, no, but he didn't finish, so he doesn't really get to have a say on
Oh
the
I'm
yes.
things.
glad I didn't finish. I'm glad I didn't finish.
Oh, it actually had a good
No, you
ending
need to
for
watch.
like the
Yeah,
lead up.
No
it
way
does.
it
It
did.
does.
I got
No,
to
no,
the
no.
point
It
where
really has a good ending. It really
the
has a good
story was
ending.
just diverging so much from like anything that I expected. Like there was the one episode where they were just under the guy's house. Like
Oh
what?
yeah,
Oh
that
yeah,
was
yeah.
the
What? What
everything
is
about the
going
stalker
on?
girl. Wait, Clark. Anything about the stalker girl is something we cannot defeat about. Okay. After that, just after we get over her arc, things just slightly get better till the end. Like the last episode
Lightly.
is something slightly. At the end, it really gets so good, especially the last episode. Like
Those
I
first
give the
episodes
show
were not.
7 because the end was so good for a show like it.
You cannot tell me that any of the episodes before the ending were coherent at all whatsoever. They all made very little sense. And I'm not
um,
watching the last half of the show to get the sense and make sense of it.
Yeah, it is
Absolutely
difficult.
nope.
It's
Man,
difficult to
no, I
follow.
think we need. I think we need the math essay video.
Yeah,
bruh.
Penguin
If I
Drum
just said
rewatch.
what Clock said, if I just said what Clock said, there would be a witch hunt. Man didn't even
Oh, you
finish
did
it.
say what he said. You were hating on it so much during the
He
meetings.
no
Don't
no
pretend.
no. Where was
This guy,
bro?
man.
Oh yeah. You know what? You know
You
what?
see, you know I'm right. Like you're
Oh
like
no no. No, I did say that, and then I got pitchforks out for me, but Clock says it. No, okay, yeah, I get what
no,
you're
yeah,
saying.
People
Yeah,
actually like me.
yeah.
yeah,
True, true.
but
True.
the only reason why is because you were playing, your devil's advocate. Because I think there are people that actually liked it in that meeting. I didn't really like. I wasn't paying that much attention the first 12 episodes. It's quite hard to follow. So like I didn't have that much of an opinion on it. Um, I didn't think it was. It's really hard to like understand and follow. That likes its flashbacks as well. Fucking flashback.
Anyway, no more talk of the
Were
penguins.
we supposed to be talking about the animation of the show?
Yeah, I don't know where it went horribly wrong. I don't know who brought up Penguin Drum, but we're
At
moving away from
least
that.
it's not X-arm animation. We can all agree on this.
Okay.
What?
Hold
Penguin
on.
Drum was animation. Was animation was so good.
But watch the trailer I just sent. Nova, cut a good bit of this out just so that we can watch this because this needs to be watched.
Oh, where's the Berserk gif? I need to get the Berserk gif out. CGI
Honestly, I
characters
can
walking.
I can just use these from the actual show.
Yeah, CGI man. Oh, this looks so creepy.
Oh my god, my internet's
there's
so bad.
scenes-
It doesn't have. What?
There's multiple scenes. It's so awkward how one of the characters in scene is 3D and the other is 2D. Like this main character and his dad was 2D and he was 3D, and it was just so weird. And they were talking to each other.
Wait. What show is this?
This is X-arm.
X Arm? Why? I don't know about this one.
Maybe you don't need to know about this one.
Yeah, you do not need to know about it. I saw it from a Gikuk video the other day.
Giga. Oh yeah, Giga.
The goat. Literally a part of the Trash Taste podcast, which is the whole reason that you started this, I assume.
So it wasn't.
What?
I started this because I can't remember why I started this. Oh, well. Anyway, would this show that we're currently talking about be better or worse if Kensho for Fist of the North Star came?
Better.
It'll be
It'd
better.
be better. Yeah.
No, Kenshiro would have an existential crisis. He'll blow up someone's head, and then they're back, and he's like, "What the fuck, man?
Yeah.
I
We
swear I
need,
just
we
killed
need
you."
more fighting in this show. I'm gonna be real. Like, we just need more fighting.
Ah,
Hmm.
Kenshiro would be fucked. This is the one show that actually defeats Kenshiro. Like he's just gonna have a breakdown. He's just gonna sit on the bench and be like, "What's the point? There's no point to this. They just come back.
Aw,
They don't
need
even lose their
Kensho on
levels.
this show.
They're the same
Need
level.
him in this show.
You'll just be like a goon. You just walk around somewhere and then like join some like mid-tier guild and just chill. Eat some tasteless food because they don't have a chef.
Oh, yeah, they don't. Yeah, tragic.
And Kesha is not a chef either.
And finally, are we excited for the next 12 episodes?
Yeah. Make some noise, people. I don't hear you.
Moo.
No.
This is
I
what
swear,
get for
like I
being
literally
enthusiastic.
swear, if the next 12 episode were boring as this one, I swear I would literally be so mad. I'm already so mad now. It really just gets so bad, even worse than this one. I will come next meeting cursing about this show.
Okay,
Mm.
so it doesn't get worse. That's thankfully for that, because I did not
I mean-
want to hear Mercilessly come in
Yeah.
here and just start cussing
Look what
constantly.
your favorite show did to Marceline, man.
It's not my favorite show. Don't say that.
Look what your top 5 show did to Marceline, mate.
It's not top 5.
Look what your top 10 show did to
It's
Marceline,
not
mate.
top 10.
Yeah. Look what your top 15 debatable.
I don't
Marceline,
think.
mate.
I think if anything, I'm giving this a 7.5 so far.
Alright, I'm done with
So
this guy. Yeah.
That is not
Code-
near my top, big dog.
Called Cowboy Bebop overrated, then gave it a 9. I just like.
I didn't call Cowboy Bebop overrated. I said I didn't like the
It's
one
on
episode.
camera, mate. But whatever, sure, okay, whatever.
No, it's not
Uh,
on.
All right. Okay. All right.
It's not a 10 out of
Let's
10.
big into receipts. Okay, it's a late hour.
Okay. All right. Oh, that's another episode done and dusted. Thanks again. Thank you guys for showing up, having a very intellectually stimulating conversation. And yeah, we
Sounds so
shall.
beat.
I'm using my radio voice, and this is my airport pilot voice. You know how pilots you have to sound calm at all times, not to worry
What's the weather?
passengers.
What's the
You know,
weather?
my passengers.
Go.
Partly cloudy.
You can't see outside, it's
Slight
dark.
winds. Slight winds.
Temperature?
2% chance of rain. 10 degrees.
It's not 10 degrees, man. What a liar.
Slight chance of slight turbulence. Gonna go through a couple clouds.
16 degrees. 70% chance of rain. Man is a liar.
Wait, is it always cloudy for you guys in London?
No. It was sunny
Yes.
today, actually.
What?
I have it
London
in
is
mind.
always cloudy.
But yes, most of the time it is cloudy, actually. Yes, actually.
Trying to end the episode. And
Nova, if Donda drops tonight, are you gonna watch season 2? Actually, I'll make a bet with you. If Donda drops right now, watch season 2 of Log Horizon.
Donda's it's
Okay.
not gonna drop tonight. No way.
It's gonna drop tonight. It's gonna drop tonight.
yeah, I'm
Is
gonna
that
be
listening
spending my
party
whole
today?
weekend. Yeah, I think it is. Was it yesterday? No, it's today. Yeah, it's today.
Yeah, it's today.
Oh, it is,
Clark's
yeah,
going to
Soldier
it.
Field.
I'm in
Nova,
Chicago,
what are
right?
your conditions? What will you make me do if Donda doesn't drop tonight?
That's a good question.
Hmm.
You gotta. I actually don't know. You put me on the spot, mate.
Make him watch Dragon Ball Super. There you go.
No,
Oh yeah, there you
I'm
go.
not putting in that effort to watch
There you
5
go.
Exactly.
episodes of a mid-show.
Yeah, yeah. Love you, Akira Toriyama. Um,
His
I don't
views do not
know.
reflect the views of the podcast. Just to keep in mind,
Come on, man.
Akira.
And thank you for anybody who watched in the past, in the present, or in the future. And yeah, we are out.
If you
I'll be
made it
back
this
next
far
week.
in the video, comment Donda so we can see who the real ones are.
Oh yeah, all
Oi.
zero. There's a zero. Oh, we're gonna comment on our own thing. Yeah,
Yep,
Donda.
Donda, guys.
I need the
Donda.
algorithm to kick in. I need to kick in. But anyway, hi, done, guys.
Bye, everyone.